Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We always appreciate it. This is the Civil War, the movie review. Let's get into it. Here's a review from Roger Ebert. I think they actually do a pretty good job, so let's go read it. The main characters of Civil War are four journalists. The film introduces them covering a clash in New York City between what appears to be police forces from the official government and violent members of the opposition. We have to infer a lot because Garland drops you right into the deep end, as Haskell Wexler did in Medium Cool, about a news cameraman covering the 1968 protests in Chicago. Kirsten Dunst plays Lee, a legendary white female photojournalist in the mold of her namesake Lee Miller. She's partnered with a South American-born reporter named Joel Wagner-Mora. Both work for Reuters news agency and are fond of Sammy, his veteran character actor Stephen McKinley Henderson, an older African-American journalist who writes for what's left of the New York Times. As Joel puts it, he walks slowly on a cane, definitely a liability when covering protests and battles. The group gains a fourth member, Jessie, Cailee Spaeny, the title character of Priscilla, a kind of junior version of Lee who idolizes her. Jessie charms the hard-drinking, on-the-prowl Joel and ends up joining the trio as they drive to Washington, D.C. in hopes of interviewing the president, played by Nick Offerman, before he surrenders to the military forces of something called the WA, or Western Alliance. The WA consists of militias from California and Texas with secondary support from Florida, which is apparently a different separatist group that shares the WA's values. The film was produced by DNA Films and IPR Studios, distributed by A24 in the United States and in the United Kingdom, Entertainment Film Distributors. Release dates, looks like it had a theatrical release, or initial theatrical release, on March 14th, 2024 at the South by Southwest, and also in the United Kingdom and United States, April 12th, 2024. The running time is 109 minutes, and once again, it was released in the UK and the United States with a budget of $50 million, and so far the box office is $55.8 million. Civil War was written and produced and directed by Alex Garland. Alex Garland is an English novelist, screenwriter, film producer, and director. He's best known for the films Ex Machina, which was made and released in 2015, and Annihilation in 2018. Garland's other works as a writer includes The Beach, released 2000, 28 Days Later, 2002, Sunshine, 2007, Never Let Me Go, 2011, and Dread, 2012. He's also the co-writer on the video game Enslaved, Odyssey to the West in 2015. Garland made his directorial debut with Ex Machina and was nominated for an Oscar in the Best Writing Original Screenplay category. Here's the top cast. Kirsten Dunst, who plays Lee, Wagner-Mora, who plays Joel, Cailee Spaeny, who plays Jessie, Nick Offerman, who plays the president, Jefferson White, who plays Dave, Nelson Lee, who plays Tony, Evan Lai, who plays Bohai, Stephen McKinley Henderson, who plays Sammy, Vince Pisani, who plays Concierge, Justin James Boykin, who plays an American soldier, Middle East, Jesse Matney, who plays a checkpoint soldier, Greg Hill, Pete, Edmund Donovan, who plays Eddie, and Tim James, who plays one of the hanging captive. Alright, so if you could see on the screen to your right, the actor, his name is Jesse Plemons. He's actually a really good actor. He's played in plenty of movies and TV series. Some of the TV series or TV shows that he's played in is Breaking Bad, the series El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie, Fargo the series, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Judas and the Black Messiah. That's just to name a few. I wanted to mention the scene that he was in because I think the scene is very impactful and kind of gives it an undertone or overtone of the whole movie. So spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Jesse Plemons plays one of the rebel soldiers. In the only scene that he is in, he and another rebel soldier ends up kidnapping Jesse and Bohai, played by Evan Lee, or Lai. Before they get ready to execute them, Kirsten Dunst's character Lee and Wagner Moore's character and Tony, played by Nelson Lee, tried to convince the rebel soldiers not to shoot them. Jesse Plemons' character ends up shooting the two Asian characters and gets ready to shoot Joel and Jesse. Fortunately, Stephen McKinley Henderson's character, Sammy, ends up saving the day by running over the rebel soldiers. Jesse Plemons' character gets hit and killed. The other soldier is injured, but still alive. The surviving journalists end up getting in the car that Sammy is driving. Unfortunately, when they drive away, a bullet pierces, I guess, technically. It hits the car and then pierces and hits Sammy. Sammy ends up dying a hero. Also, another two things that stood out was the mass gravesite within the scene. And definitely there were some undertones of racist white supremacy with Jesse Plemons' character and the other rebel soldier. I think it gave it an overarching little understanding, kind of summarizing of the movie. Maybe it had maybe the movie was a little suggesting about, referencing the older Civil War between the Union and the rebel soldiers, the Confederate soldiers during Reconstruction era, etc., during that Civil War time. I don't know, it's just, definitely had that undertone, but there was a lot of more like BIPOC intervention in it. And for those that are familiar with the original American Civil War, that was really about, blacks and quote unquote emancipation of those enslaved here in the United States. But in this particular case, because they wanted to kind of modernize it, there was definitely a lot of BIPOC symbolism in there. So the end scene was good. It was really good. Thought they did an excellent job in the end scene. I won't give a full spoiler alert, but there was kind of an obvious action or transaction that happened at the end between Jesse's character, or Jesse, the young journalist, woman journalist, and Lee, the older white woman journalist. That was kind of an obvious thing that happened, but outside of that, scene was good. The end scene was good. There were some mixed reviews about this movie, but I wanted to go see it because obviously when you want to watch something, you want to kind of have your own understanding of it. Me personally, if you really like movies and you're a film buff, I would definitely recommend to go see this. If you're like, I'm not a super film watcher, then you could probably wait till it comes out on streaming, but I would definitely watch it. So I don't know, out of 5 stars, maybe 3. Don't forget, Sundays at 10 a.m. right here on Emin the Mass Media Group. Please join us for our Road to Reparations show. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this video and to this channel, and make sure you hit that bell to your #1 source for news and reparations. And on that note, please take care of yourself, your family, your loved ones, and your friends. As always, peace and reparations.